Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Chicken Police Paint It Red, where we've started a new chapter and a new case, and we're now at the Sweltering Nile. And Marty's really excited about being here, as we've already seen, so let's have a look around. There's a dog dame.
These brides are elegant, just like Laszlo said.
Lewis.
What do you think could be the old rabbit's type? Fluffy tails, furry ears, a raspy tongue?
I'd rather not think about
for
it.
the love of all the gods, stop it.
Yeah, stop.
Just think about it.
Please,
No.
shut up, Marty.
I'm sunny on this one. There's a picture here. Look at these pictures. Hopefully YouTube isn't going to get annoyed at these.
She's familiar.
Do you think
I mean, they
it's
shouldn't,
her?
right?
The broad from the Bloody New Year's?
God damn it, Marty, do you have to say it out loud? It gives me goosebumps.
Chicken bumps, more like.
Chicken
Anyway,
bumps.
I don't know if it's really her. I always get confused by the exotic ones, but yeah, maybe.
Sounds a bit racist.
Honestly, it gives me the creeps.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's a tiger. Right, okay, what else have we got? We've got a door here. Lima Lady.
She's what I call an exotic beauty.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Hey, every animal's the most beautiful thing in the world to someone.
Yeah, you're right.
Oof, I don't know about you, but I go weak in the knees for stripes.
It seems like that happens with a lot of different things to you, Marty.
Please, Marty, I don't want to know. And I don't care. Keep it to yourself. And let's get out of here quickly.
Can't I even talk to you anymore?
You can. Ask about the weather, or how's my lower back. Those two are even connected if you want to know.
Ah, I'm already getting there.
Yeah, old fart.
Yeah, it's already happening to me. Back pain, neck pain. It's not good. Foxy Lady. Ooh, we can ask her, or speak to her.
Would you be so kind as to help me?
Depends what with.
Pleasure, ma'am.
No, hang on, Marty. Let's see what she wants
This
first.
always comes down on my dress. Would you kindly zip it back up?
Can I, Sonny?
What am I, your mother? Do what you want, for God's sake.
Look how excited he
Happy
is.
to help, ma'am.
Please, Sonny, let me.
Oh, what a gallant young man.
I mean, foxes kill chickens for sport, so...
Fucking lords.
Oh, we've actually got to do this. Oh, I see. So we've got a... Okay, I guess we've got to make sure that we don't go into the red.
Oh, thank you, honey.
That wasn't too
Marty,
difficult.
ma'am. Marty McChicken.
Thank you, darling Marty. I'm much obliged.
Anytime, ma'am. Anytime.
Aren't you married, Marty? I'm pretty sure he is. Right, anyway. Can we say more to this lady
May I
now?
invite you gentlemen for a drink, perhaps?
No, thank you. We're in a hurry.
Yeah.
Oh.
I love it. Oh, did we get some sort of entry for that? I don't think so. Not on this screen, anyway. Maybe on the places or something? Codex? It said there was one on the book, but maybe that was just from before. Right, let's look at Birdfella.
That guy's stare gives me the creeps.
I can see why.
I've always told myself that birds are weird.
What did you just say?
Huh? What? Me? Nothing?
I mean, is that an eagle? I think it is an eagle, isn't it? So we've got more pictures here. Let's have a look at these. Yeah, YouTube's hopefully not going to get annoyed at these. We're not going to leave them on too long just in case. Right, Receptionist. It's just
I
artwork.
think she must be the receptionist.
Bravo, Mr. Detective.
Why do you have to be like that all the time?
Well, sometimes I seriously can't decide if you've become totally stupid over the years, or it just entertains you to act that way.
Well, you know, that's a good question.
It is a
That's
good question.
exactly what I mean.
It's backed it up as well. Right, let's speak to the receptionist.
Day-Night Diamond. Welcome to the Sweltering Nile, gentlemen.
Miss Diamond, I'm Sonny.
Okay,
and
new
this
person.
is my partner, Marty.
If I may, miss, you have a beautiful name and exceptionally wonderful stripes.
Marty,
Again with
not
the
now.
stripes.
Oh, thank you very much.
Please excuse him. He doesn't visit places like this very often, to be honest.
Oh, nothing to worry about, gentlemen. There's a first time for everyone.
Yeah, we're actually here on
You're
business.
absolutely right.
No, Marty, she's
We're
not.
just interested in a certain lady called Deborah.
Deborah. We don't have any employees by that name right now, but if you want, any of our girls would love to be Deborah for a night.
No. Excuse me, you misunderstand. She doesn't work here.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
It's kind of confusing, but let me try to explain.
Please, I'm at your service. I'll gladly answer any of your questions.
Hear
Okay.
that, Sonny? Any questions?
Shut up, Marty.
Shut up. Yeah, shut up, Marty. Alright, new personal info. So we've got a new character and new info as well. So, Diamond. Whoops, we clicked on the wrong one. There we go. Day-Night Diamond is a zebra, or zebra. Beautiful, calm and professional. And probably a courtesan, yep. Pretty zebra receptionist behind the desk at the Nile. That's all we know for now. But we can ask some questions. Police badge.
I wouldn't want to offend you, far from it, but it's evident you're from the police, even without this.
Is it that obvious?
No, it isn't, but, you know, here in the Nile, we have a keen eye for this kind of thing.
Of course.
I understand, ma'am.
Right, Lewis Hayworth.
Do you know a gentleman named Louis C. Hayworth?
Of course I do. Mr. Hayworth is a regular guest at our establishment.
Of course he
I
is.
see. How regular, if I may ask?
I don't see how that's relevant,
I
Sonny.
can't give you any information about that. House policy.
We have that too. It's called the law, ma'am.
If you have any questions of that nature, please come back with a warrant.
Fair enough.
Touche.
Alright, strange list of names.
Does this list mean anything to you?
This? I'm not sure. No, nothing.
That wasn't very
Don't
convincing.
you see some familiar names on there?
I do, but everybody knows those animals. Personally, I have no contact with any of them.
I see. Oh, thank you.
Alright, strange card.
She gave this to us. The girl named Deborah, the one we asked you about.
I see.
Do you know what this is?
Of course. It's a membership card.
Was this person a regular here?
If this belonged to her, then yes. I can check for you. Please, the ladies will entertain you while you wait. I'll be right back.
We don't really need entertaining.
Thank you. Much
I mean,
obliged.
Marty probably wouldn't say no, but... alright, so... I mean, what do we do here? Do we talk to any of these people
Can I
again?
invite you, gentlemen?
No, thank you.
No, she already invited us for a drink. Okay, do we just go through the door?
I apologize for the wait.
Oh yeah,
Please,
okay.
come with me, gentlemen.
Right, so we're
you
going
were
somewhere.
Successful.
My mistress, Madame Zaiwass, would like to meet you.
You mean
Okay.
that, Madame Zaiwass?
As
Ooh,
far as I know, there's only one of her, so yes,
Please, miss, take us to her.
with pleasure.
she looked like a crocodile
Madame
or an
Zaiwass was a
alligator.
legend in Clawville. Her name was known all over the wilderness. She's an avid royalist, Former member of the Council of 12, spy master, assassin, businesswoman, and courtesan. To be honest, I didn't even know she was still alive. She's no spring chicken, that's for sure. She could also be my mother, or maybe my grandmother. First Ibn Wessler, now her. Honestly, tonight it wouldn't surprise me if His Majesty Hector III didn't grace me with his presence.
Interesting. So it seems like this is another well-known person then. We've got a whole bunch of things here. Oh, okay, there we go. There she is. Alright. She is a crocodile. Her smile is fake, her story is fake, but the danger is real. Madame Zaiwass is a spy and a courtesan who was already a legend when I was just a little chick. There were tales about her beauty and lethal coldness. Time never stopped for her either, but she doesn't seem any less dangerous than what the legends say. Now she spends her days as the owner of the luxury brothel, the Sweltering Nile. Alright, so let's have a look around this place first, I guess. Tribal artifacts.
Interesting pieces.
Do you
Whoa.
think so? It's the art of my people.
She looks scary.
Crocodiles?
There are many kinds of crocodile in the wilderness, Mr. Featherland. This is the art of the Nilenites.
Okay.
Hence the name, the Sweltering Nile.
Makes
It's
sense.
a river, Mr. Featherland. My ancestors lived by this river a long time ago.
Ah, interesting.
Thank you.
Okay, that was cool. Right, a dead clock.
Is that the time already?
Have you noticed your clock's not working?
How observant you are. That clock isn't meant to show the time. It's a decoration. A memento.
It's beautiful.
Indeed.
Now, I know there are references to other things in this. So, Daredevil was saying, funnily enough, that there was a reference to the Marvel Comics series Daredevil in a previous episode. So, I wonder if that could potentially be a Peter Pan reference with the clock. I'm not sure. I might be wrong on that, but you never know. Right, so we've got every kind of book. Oh wow, okay. So there's lots of books here. One key to the animal mind.
There are books here on quite a variety of topics. There are books here on...
Oh, okay, so it just says that for everything, does it? And there's a picture of Madame Zaiwass herself here.
What a painting. Congratulations, ma'am.
Marty.
Marty needs to chill.
Yes. It's beautiful indeed. It's more than 40 years old. You know, I was considered pretty then.
Oh, don't say that. You still look great, ma'am.
Always the flirt.
Thank you. It feels good, but no. There's no need for lies. Those days are long gone. Every age has its truth and its beauty. For me, beauty is not in the looks anymore.
I agree, ma'am.
Alright, so I think that's everything. Looks like everything we can interact with, so let's speak to her, I guess.
Let me introduce myself properly, ma'am.
Mr. Santino, I know who you are.
Ah, she
I
knows
also
us.
know your partner.
Then again, everyone
Legend
knows
of
us.
The chicken police is always one step ahead of the chicken police.
Yeah, true.
Thank you. That's flattering.
May I ask what you are looking for exactly? Here on this night?
You may.
No, that's an interesting question. The card we've shown your lovely colleague.
Belongs to an old friend of ours, whom we haven't seen for a long time here.
Really?
And the name?
Unfortunately, no, Mr. Santino. That's confidential information. In my line of work, discretion is everything.
I kind of get
Well,
that.
you know, in our line of work, the law is above everything.
Only officially, Marty, and this is not official business, is it?
Oh, do you think so? I could tell you what your colleagues think is also above everything, but as I said, discretion.
Look, man,
Probably
we
true.
don't want to impose. We're conducting a private investigation, which started off as harmless, but now it's murder.
That sounds serious.
It is
It
serious.
is serious. That's why we'd be grateful for your help.
In that case, I'm at your service. Ask your questions, and I'm going to answer to the best of my knowledge. As long as you're not wading through muddy waters.
Okay.
Fortunately, I swim very well for a chicken.
Always with the
I
comebacks.
swim well, too.
Alright, new function, ask. We also got something in the book there as well. I think it was a codex entry. Right, ask then. Strange card.
As I was saying, it belongs to us. Only our most valuable guests have one of these. And our employees, of course.
So I guess it
The
could be an
employees,
employee.
too. Good to know. Can you tell me if this card belonged to a guest or an employee?
No.
I thought
Okay.
so. Yes, thank you.
Just a flat out no. Alright, Lewis Hayworth.
Lewis Hayworth is a good friend of mine. It surprises me that he's a regular here.
You wouldn't believe our clientele. You would be shocked.
No
Probably.
doubt. Lewis, does he come here often?
Not so often.
That's not what the lady at the front
Thank you
said.
for the vague answer, ma'am.
The mystery is thrilling. The thrill is life itself.
That was beautiful, ma'am.
Marty. Right, strange list of names.
Tell me, have you ever seen this list?
I have.
Am I
Ah.
right to assume it has something to do with the Sweltering Nile?
It does, yes. But I can't tell you more about it. No,
That's a shame.
Discretion is key.
absolutely.
Okay,
Do
Katzenko.
you know Natasha Katsenko personally?
Yes, I do.
Tell me about her.
Warm-hearted, protective, quick-tempered, fierce. Yes, fierce.
Thank you. Very useful.
Okay then, the Sweltering Nile.
This place isn't just our home with the girls. It's a sanctuary.
Really? How?
It symbolizes why the city was founded almost 1,000 years ago. Unity, love, freedom.
Interbreeding?
That too, yes. Do you have a problem with that?
Oh, don't get me wrong. I don't. My girlfriend's a predator.
Really? I'm glad to hear it.
Okay, well that's all the questions asked. But we can question her now.
Is everything to Zaiwass. She used to be a spy, so I'm gonna take her every word with a grain of salt.
Right, she was a spy, so she's gonna try to mislead us then. Okay, here we go. Who is behind the legend, Miss Zaiwass? Who are you really?
Who's behind the legend, Miss Zaiwass? Who are you, really?
Just an animal raised to survive, Mr. Featherland. And because I've been taught, I know how to survive. I always was what I had to be.
And
Okay.
you managed to dodge my question. Clever.
Yeah,
Well,
indeed.
You see, this is one of the typical elements of survival. The way of dodging a delicate question and still making the questioner believe he got the answer. But you're too cunning and experienced, aren't you? You're not an easy one to fool.
I know, we're the most
I'm trying
experienced.
to maintain appearances, ma'am.
You should. Appearances, most of the time, are stronger and more dangerous than the truth.
Okay, so Isn't it dangerous being a royalist nowadays? And tell me, were you really the king's spy? Okay, this is going to be a tricky one. She used to be a spy, so I'm going to take her every word with a grain of salt. Maybe we ask her about the spy.
Tell me, were you really the king's spy?
If that's such an open secret, then I haven't been doing my job very well, isn't that right? Yes, I was a spy. But that's such a blunt way of putting it. I always say I used to undertake confidential, generally political assignments of a delicate nature for the king that were in the interests of national security.
Put that way, it sounds rather romantic.
Yeah, it's not the same. Well, I suppose it is the same thing, but just cleverly worded.
Mr. Featherland, espionage is anything but romantic.
I believe you, madam.
If you must know, I only did it because I believed I could protect those that I serve. Weapons have only one use in this world: to keep the peace. Yes, I always thought about myself and my craft that way.
Thank you for your honesty, ma'am.
Alright, okay. So, we've got 3 things here. What is the Sweltering Nile? Is it really just a luxury No, I'm not going to ask that. Why did you decide to open a brothel? Or why is the identity of the card's owner so delicate? Deceptive, survivor, protective. That's not going to work. I don't really see how opening a brothel is key to anything, so let's go with this.
Why is the identity of the card's owner so delicate, Miss Zaiwass?
You know, in my line of work, discretion is above everything. Yes. But of course, I have my own interest, like everybody else.
You mean every secret has its price?
Precisely, Mr. Featherland. But the price is not always measured in money.
Information. The most valuable thing for a spy.
I'm not a spy, Mr. Featherland, but in a way, you're right. A secret is such a valuable thing that I only exchange one secret for another.
Interesting. Okay, if I guess who the card belongs to, will you tell me?
If I guess who the card belongs to, will you tell me?
I wouldn't say that's an acceptable price for such a secret as this, but if you guess right, I won't lie to you. Then, I will tell you you were right. Yes.
Ooh, okay.
Good. Let's see. The answer to my question. Natasha Katsenko.
Could it be?
Well, Mr. Featherland, it seems the gossip about you is right. What gave it away?
Interesting.
Easier. There's a beautiful woman with a mysterious past, trying to keep it a secret, while someone's threatening her with the exact same thing, leaving rather unmistakable messages behind. Plus, we found the card on Deborah, who was her best friend and confidant, so she was either trying to hide it or destroy it forever, so no one could find out the truth. Am I right so far?
Oh, well done.
Mr. Featherland.
So if I'm not mistaken, Natasha used to work for you before she met Ibn Wessler. He fell in love with her, gave her a job at the Millions Club.
Ah.
His history.
So
You have
there we
talent,
go.
Mr. Featherland. I'm really sorry you're not working for the government.
I am working for the government. I'm a cop.
Are
Boom.
you sure, Mr. Featherland?
Touché.
Indeed. Natasha used to work here. We can put it that way, but you know, this isn't just a workplace. She also lived here. She was part of our family, and we still love her very much.
Right. That puts everything in a different light. Zaiwass is a true survivor, always was. And she's proud of that, even to this day. Maybe I can get her to trust me if I play to this part of her.
There we go. Right, so interesting developments. And actually, guys, I'm going to leave it here because this seems like a good place to break it. We're out of time, but we know who the card belongs to now. It's Natasha herself. So we're starting to piece together a few things which could explain why these threatening messages have been sent. But that is going to do it for this one. So as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. A big thank you to my patrons Arcades Games, Wayne, Nate, Terminally Nerdy, and Paul from the Phantom Fellows for all the support. I really do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and I'll see you all next time.